Hey guys, Claude Johnson here. So right about now, I just want to give you a quick lesson. I was watching Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of my favorite guitar players, watching him play this old Gibson acoustic. And I don't know, I think it's great, like being able to watch these guys, you know, the greats, our heroes. And it's even cooler like when they're just playing acoustic or just playing solo, because you get a lot of insight into what they're doing. But anyway, I sort of did get some insight, and I want to share that with you. And I just want to say right off the bat, like, you know, I've never been one to just copy licks, you know, copy solos. As much as I admire the greats, I never wanted to just be like a clone of Stevie Ray or anything. So I always thought it was much cooler to play blues in my own style, try to express myself. And I think that's, you know, if Stevie Ray was here, he would say, hey, you got to play like yourself, you know? So with that in mind, you know, I'm not going to show you any Stevie Ray riff, so to speak. I'm just going to talk about the concepts. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into it. So really, there's like three kinds of riffs that I saw him play when I was watching this acoustic video. The first is bassline driven riffs. The second is chords. And the third are like single note lines. So let's take one at a time. So the bass lines, you know, if you go back to, you know, Pride and Joy, you know, that's like a boogie woogie thing where, you know, he's playing the bass. But there's other things in there. You know, and Stevie had a very unique approach with bass lines. He would do all kinds of things. But anyway, just the fact that it's a bass line driven kind of thing. I was playing something like, that's kind of one of my go-to licks. But this is really just, it's like a minor third to major third. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'll show you exactly what I was playing. But anyway, with bass lines, usually you want to start in the root. You can do, you know, minor thirds, major thirds. And you can kind of go up the neck a little bit, and the bass line sort of becomes a middle register kind of melody. So sometimes I didn't really understand what Stevie was doing in the past when I would look at these bass line stuff, and I was thinking like, well, if he's playing a bass line, why isn't he adding some melody notes? Like, you know, I would want to play stuff like, and play like two parts, but he did it in a very raw kind of way where he was, you know, which is really cool. So anyway, that's one kind of riff, is the bassline riff. The next thing he would do would just wail on some chords. And, you know, he would use like multiple voicings. That always sounds great. Like, you know, one kind of A7 to another A7. Or even like an A9 or something. But just using chords, usually like at least two different voicings. And then the third thing would be like a single note. So just like all combining those into one 12-bar blues, or, you know, kind of switching back and forth. I feel like it's a really powerful thing. Now, I don't know that like that is what he was thinking or not, but it just seems like a really powerful kind of formula. You know, you could always play some chords type of riff, and then whenever your ear hears that it's, you kind of switch the bass line or switch back and forth. So kind of combining those three ideas. So I sort of put together this little 12-bar thing, little etude. So So we'll start off like this. So again, sort of in this style, sort of in my own style, but mimicking a little bit of what he would do, but not trying to copy Stevie Ray. So start off on the A here, then just walk up. This is sort of like a minor third, major third, fourth. And then a little hammer on. Back to the root. And then once you're back to the root, you can play this little. So this is 5th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. Now the second time we go up. And we're still kind of in this bass line mentality. Whoop. That's this nice kind of a Stevie Ray kind of lick. Now we go to the 4 chord, and we're going to go to our quote-unquote chordal mode. So here I'm playing 3 different D chords. So this is the first one. So this is 5th, 4th, 5th again, but just on these 3 strings. And then just these 2 notes. This is 5th fret, 7th fret. It's really part of this D7, but just grab that quick voicing. And then this is a D9 voicing. So here we have 10th fret, 9th, 10th on the D, G, and B. We can do a little half-step slide. That's another little Stevie Ray trick. I'm sure he wasn't the first to do that, but he did do that. And then we'll go back to the 1 chord, and now it's a good time to maybe go to our single note line. So something like that. So this is like just, so it's like 5th, 6th to the root. So this would be frets 5, 7, 5, and then 5, 8, 5. These are all like triplets. Triple D, triple D, triple D. So the exact notes aren't important. Again, you could play anything. He'd play all stuff. But it was always very tight, and he had like a very kind of a strong attack where he would always play like right on the beat or almost ahead of the beat sometimes. But anyway, let's just try to finish the 12 bars here. So, yeah, we had this. 9 chord here, back to the chord. And this little bend, kind of a cliche, but this implies this 4 chord. This is another kind of D7, but you can play that going back into it. So let's play the whole thing again. So that was maybe a little different than I played it the first time, but I'm not trying to work it out just note for note. It's more like the ideas. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to ramble on here. That's the 3-step formula. Bassline riffs, chordal riffs, single note riffs. Try it and try combining those. Now there's a lot more to blues riffs and blues guitar than just that. I'm going to be coming out with a series soon, which is going to be all about playing in your own style, really, and just getting better at riffs. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to you soon.